Right then, buckle up, because I am about to take you on one of the longest, most exhausting runs you can do on British tarmac. London to Glasgow, 400 miles, 35 tons of construction materials strapped to the back of my Arctic, and a 14-hour clock already ticking before I've even touched the motorway. Most people think lorry driving is easy, mate. They see a big truck cruising up the M6 and think, oh, that looks relaxing, just sitting down all day. Ha. You've got to be joking. Before I even move an inch, I am doing a full pre-trip inspection. Every tire, every light, every coupling point on that fifth wheel. You do not skip this, ever. Not when you have got 35 tons of steel, concrete fixings, and heavy building materials sitting behind you. One missed check on a run like this could end very, very badly. I arrive at the depot just outside London. Early doors. Proper dark outside. That cold, gray British morning where the sky cannot decide if it wants to rain or not. Spoiler, it always decides to rain. I hand over my paperwork at the warehouse, tachograph card in, bill of lading checked, collection authorization signed off. The trailer is partially loaded, but they need another chunk of material stacking on before I can move. So I pull into the bay and wait. While they load up, I crack on with round 2 of the inspection. One of the yard lads stops me straight away. Mate, you need your high-vis on. Fair enough, son. My fault entirely. Always wear the vest on site. No arguments. Then comes the tug test. Drop it into first gear, hold the service brakes, gently try to pull forward. If that trailer does not budge, you are coupled properly. If it moves, well, 35 tons of loose construction gear is not something you want sliding away from you on the M1. She held firm. Brilliant. Let's go. On to the M1 northbound, and the music goes straight on. I have got a proper playlist loaded up. Loud, energetic, keeps the brain sharp on those long empty stretches of motorway in the dark. Because here is the thing about night driving on the M6. It is beautiful in a strange way. Empty roads, motorway lights, just you and the Arctic. Almost peaceful. Almost. About 3 hours in near Birmingham, the tiredness starts creeping in. Not dangerous yet, but I know the signs. Eyes getting heavy. Mind starting to wander. You learn to recognize it early in this job, or you do not last long. I pull off at the next services. Frankly, finding a decent HGV bay at a British motorway services is like finding a fiver on the pavement. Absolute lottery. Every bay rammed full. Arctics parked up on every scrap of tarmac available. I drive around for a good 40 minutes before I find a spot. I sleep in the cab. Not great sleep, mind you. Lorry's rumbling past all night. Someone's refrigeration unit running constantly 2 bays over. That familiar hum and shake of the sleeper cab. But it is enough. Just enough to keep going safely. Up before dawn. 9 hours off the clock. 1 hour before my next duty window opens. First priority, coffee. Proper hot coffee from the services. Nothing fancy. Just strong, hot, and real. Mate, after a rough night in the cab, that coffee is genuinely everything. Logbook updated, tachograph checked. Ready to roll again? Then the M6 happens. Gridlocked. Absolutely solid. Roadworks near Wigan, stretching back for 2 miles. Not moving. Just sitting there, watching the minutes tick away on the clock. This is honestly one of the worst parts of the job. You plan everything perfectly, you do every single thing right, and then the road just stops. Nothing you can do. I get on the phone to the site manager up in Glasgow, explain the situation. 45-minute delay, maximum. He was decent about it. Fair play. But he made it clear they had contractors waiting on those materials. Every minute of delay costs money on a building site. Always communicate early, mate. Never leave the client in the dark. Pick up the phone and be straight with them. Then the rain comes, because of course it does. This is Britain. Heavy, relentless, proper Scottish rain even before I have crossed the border. Windscreen wipers going flat out. Spray from every car flying past me. 35 tons behind me. Wet motorway beneath me. I ease right off the accelerator and give myself proper stopping distance. No delivery is worth pushing your luck in those conditions. Not once. Not ever. Finally, Glasgow. I pull onto the building site, check in with the site office, hand over all the documentation, and stand there while the lads unload the materials, sign off the delivery note, get my proof of delivery. Done. 400 miles, job complete. Here is what I want every new driver watching this to take away. This job does not forgive shortcuts. Pre-trip inspections, tug tests, proper rest breaks, honest communication with your client. Every single step exists for a reason. And when you are tired, you stop. No heroics. No pushing through because you think you can manage it. You stop, you rest properly, and then you carry on. That is how you stay safe. That is how you last in this game. If you enjoyed riding along today, drop a like on the video. It genuinely helps the channel more than you know, mate. Subscribe for more real runs, real roads, and proper stories from the tarmac. And let me know in the comments, what is the toughest UK route you have ever driven? Because London to Glasgow on a wet Friday night on the M6 takes some beating. Stay safe out there. Keep the shiny side up. Over and out.